What's up guys, back for another Hawkeye Star Rail video. In this video, normally we would talk about what's the best Planar Fissure stages to farm, but not much has changed, like literally nothing has changed from the last time I did this. These videos don't normally get that many views as well, fortunately. Alright, so I feel like this time we're going to skip it. If you're wondering what to farm, right, it's the same as the last video I did. Am I going to link it? Maybe I might forget, right? But the only two additions to this are these two sets. Like Archer would use this one, right? Because increases the worst crit damage by 16%. If 3 or more skill points are consumed the same turn, you get more crit damage. And then this one is for Cyrene, right? And then whenever Constance drops, it came to me in a vision that this one might be pretty good because you get speed and she might use break effect. Anyway, regardless of this though, this event is rather something, right? Now we technically got a buff to it in the form of the deep immersifiers because now you're able to just skip and just get them instantly, right? Which is pretty cool, I guess, but it doesn't fix the main issue with this mode. There is a reason that everybody calls this the 2x relic drop event, and that's because to try to get a actual usable piece from this event, you have to dodge a bunch of stats, right? Now, obviously, this doesn't change with how you normally would farm these, right? But they spam this event every single patch, and honestly, I think a cool way to sort of switch this up is actually in the Relic Recon event. So if you don't know how the Relic Recon event works, right, it's not the most ideal event ever, right? But pretty much, you play through the game and you get these access cards, right? You can do it through logging in, spending stamina, doing the events of that patch, and then you're able to pretty much summon for relic pieces, right? And then you get to pick what relic pieces you want. For me, I picked Rappa, right? And you are able to save one of each piece, right? You're not allowed to change it. You can only do 6 pieces of the 4 normal set and the 2 planners, right? So I ended up getting some pretty good pieces, right? A lot of speed with some break effect, right? And that's pretty much it, right? I think what we should do is we should link this event to the Planar Fissure and I'm blanking on the actual name of the other one, right? But pretty much what this would do is you would have a 2x drop event, and then if you did all of your runs, I've said this before, they could drop a self-modeling resin, they could drop a reroll dice, right? However generous they want to be. Or another option is they could have the Relic Recon event kind of fuse with it, and once you've done all your runs, you get access cards, and you can pick, if it's the normal relic event, you would just pick one of the 4, or if it's like the planner one, you would pick one of the 2 planners, you'd pick your character, and then you'd be like, okay, so let's say I would do Rappa, right? Obviously Rappa would want like a break effect rope with attack percent and speed, right? So you would pick link rope, right? And then it would be like, okay, since you're picking Rappa, we want to give it speed, and then you would generate it, and it would generate something like this, right? So this is the end of what I'm getting. Obviously, the stats are going to be random, but you would get at least 1 relic that would work. I think that's fine, because we only get 2 of these every patch. We get 1 for the Planar Fissure, and we get 1 for the 4-piece, right? I think being able to have 1 relic with a main stat and 2 substats of your choices, even if it rolls randomly, is honestly not that bad. Like, it's not going to break the game economy by any means. I just think it's fine, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but every time there's a Planar Fissure event, I'm just like, oh, I was grinding, trace materials for the next character, or oh, I was grinding like ascension stuff, or I was grinding some other things, right? And then this pops up, and it's pretty much just a way of being like, oh, well, it looks like my stamina for the next like 2 days is just gonna go to this event, and then I get relic remains. Sometimes I've gotten some good stuff. Obviously, there are people out there who have gotten some really good stuff for the most part, right? Especially because of how the planners are set up, right? Like if you don't care, if you want to build Archer and you don't have Cyrene, right? You would just grind this, and this would be a dead drop, right? Down here, right? If you don't have Finon and you're just grinding this for dot, you have dead drops, right? Same thing the other way around. If you don't have dot, then these are dead drops, right? This one here, this one's a little bit like, I mean, this is highest scene. This is like a bunch of HP scalers, right? You get what I mean, right? And grinding it, I feel like most of the time the game rigs it to where you're getting the other one every single time for no reason, right? And that is a bit unfortunate. It pretty much just turns this event into a like whatever, like it's just there. It's almost like the one multi login at this point. Like I I'm ain't gonna say we need to lose it, right? That one multi is very nice, right? But this event is kind of just there to be there at this point. I feel like we could definitely improve on it, right? Never settle for the least, right? At the end of the day, this is a gacha game that most people will spend money on, and if I'm spending money on a product, I would like it to improve a little bit to, you know, be worth spending on. So I think they could 100% turn this into a mini Relic Recon event, right? If they aren't going to buff this whatsoever, honestly, bring back the Relic Recon every patch at this point, right? It does suck having to wait. Like, I had to wait 27 days and 11 hours to be able to reroll some of these, right? And, what was it? Let me go to details, right? So this one's, like, pretty solid, right? This one right here could be better. I'd reroll this probably. Right, 2 speed is cool, but having 3 stats just not go into anything, I feel like I could reroll it and get something good. However, you can't because it's locked, right? That is the only major downside with this event. Obviously, this one is really good. I probably would reroll that. But not everyone is as lucky as I am to get stats in like stuff you want. Like there's probably a lot of people, right? Because like this one's crazy, right? I'm not rolling this, but there's probably a lot of people who these 4 speed went into defense percent, so they have no stats and speed, no stats and break effect, and you're like, oh, I wish I could reroll this, right? That is the only downside. But honestly, if we either had the relic event target one relic of our choice in the Planar Fissure and the other double drop events, or just had the relic recon every patch, I feel like that would kind of solve my issues with the Planar Fissure, or just 2 times slash 3 times during anniversary drop events in general, right? I guess one of the only like kind of benefits of this event is if you are a new player and you're still trying to level up your account, that you get 2 times the XP, which is cool because it's 2 times the XP for the same amount of stamina, which is kind of nice. I know that was helpful when I was playing on my free to play account that I don't play anymore because I literally just can't be asked. There's like not enough time in the day to play 2 star accounts, right? But that's just me. That's enough of my ranting. Pretty much just needed a video for today, and I really just didn't want to make another, you know, farm this planner video because, you know, I feel like they're all the same at this point. Like nothing changes. It's pretty much to add the 2 new characters, call it a day. You know, Von Wach's really good. Farm one that has a lot of characters that you'd probably use, and that's like it. There's not too much advice to give for these kind of events. But other than that, that'll be it for the video. Let me know what your thoughts on the Planar Fissure event and what you would do to make it better. And of course, I will catch y'all in the next one.